Hi. Oh, okay. Hi. Hey up, my name's Kayla and this is All About the Page, and I'm here with another weekly reading vlog. Yeah, this vlog's going to be a little bit different. I've seen a lot of people doing this on YouTube and thought it was a really good idea, where people are reading like their favourite YouTubers or booktubers. And yeah, I thought that sounds a really fun thing to do and I want to get involved in that. So for the next 4 weeks I am going to be vlogging, doing a weekly vlog where I basically read like my favourite booktubers. Now these people don't need me to push them onto anybody. They are awesome. Genuinely I don't need to tell anybody how awesome these YouTubers are. But I'm hoping that from doing these vlogs that not only will I read some things that I wouldn't necessarily read, maybe I will encourage you guys to read something you wouldn't necessarily read, or even just to check out these booktubers. So without further ado, the first booktuber that I am going to spend a week reading like is Lauren and the Books. So Lauren and the Books is an amazing YouTuber and creator. She is one of my favourite people ever. If I drank, I'm not a drinker, but if I drank, I imagine that she would be the type of person to sit at a pub and put the world to rights with. She's just awesome. Her relationship with her fiance Beardy David, who is also a YouTube creator, is just lovely. She's very body positive. She is very I don't know what the word is, like she's very much for power to women, and she reads a lot of women's prize for fiction, and her vlogs and her videos are just a joy. And over the past, I mean, I followed Lauren for years. I found Lauren's channel through Jen Campbell, who years and years ago, when I was a creator on YouTube back then, that we used to do booktube meetups, and I was lucky enough to go to these booktube meetups and meet Jen Campbell, Jean and Mercedes, and that's how I found Lauren's channel through them. But over the past year or so, Lauren runs a thing called Cozy Reading Night, which is usually like a seasonal thing where from like 7 till 10 on a Friday evening you will have snacks, get cozy and read for those 3 hours. And through the lockdown she's actually been doing them every fortnight, and they have been an amazing comfort, especially because obviously in the climate that we're in at the moment we've not been able to get out, and to have people chatting to each other under the hashtag Cozy Reading Night, and just having that connection with people that we may have lost through COVID time. So it's been really nice, and Lauren has done an amazing job of doing that, and she's somebody that I really admire. And I didn't realise actually until looking through her Goodreads and sort of doing a bit of a cyber stalk for this video, how much Lauren's reading taste and my taste are very similar. In fact, for the vlog, for me to read like Lauren, I haven't actually had to buy any new books. They are books that I've had sitting on my shelves, which I'm like, for one reason or another, I've not got to yet. We do share some of the favourite books. We both have a crush on the Hot Priest from Fleabag, And so it's really exciting to be able to read some books like Lauren. And yeah, so that's essentially what I'm doing. What I've done is I have a list of 10 books, and then I've picked them off my shelf. I went through Lauren's Goodreads and the books that she's read, and I've picked a selection of 10 books that she's given 4 or 5 stars to. And I've picked from those, and well, I will pick from those 10 books what I want to read this week. I've already started a book last night, and I started Hungry by Grace Dent. And let me just show you, me and Lauren also share, I don't know whether that'll focus in. It's not going to focus, is it? Let's see if I put my hand behind you. This is The Hot Priest anyway, from Fleabag. So we have the same bookmark, so we're sharing our love for The Hot Priest. So basically, Hungry by Grace Dent. Grace Dent is well known for being a food critic. She's usually on MasterChef, and I love MasterChef. We have a bit of a running joke in our house that we don't burn things now, it's caramelised, because that's what they tend to use when things are a little bit burnt on MasterChef. But anyway, so Grace Dent is usually found on there, and this is her sort of memoir of her growing up, and I don't know how far it goes, to be honest, but she talks about where I've got to at the minute. She's talking about growing up and being a child in the 80s. She was born in the 70s, but being a child in the 80s, and I'm loving it so far. I'm not 100% sure that if you weren't around my age group whether you'd understand the 80s references as much, but I really relate to some of the things that's in this book, like my mum doing The Big Shop, and one of the chapters is called Sketty, which, you know, where I'm from, Sketty is spaghetti, and that's where Grace was brought up, in Carlisle. Sketty was spaghetti bolognese, and yeah, it has like Finder's pancakes in, and she talks about how mum used to make the meal stretch further, and just her upbringing and things that you wouldn't necessarily know about Grace's life. Her dad had a little bit of a secret past, and yeah, it's just, I'm really enjoying it so far. Lauren gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and she started reading it on a cozy reading night, and it had her in tears. By the end of it, it had her in tears, and so I was really super excited to pick this up. It's been sat on my shelf for quite a while, so yeah, I'm super excited to carry on with this. I am 89 pages in. I felt a bit book slumpy, I won't lie, and then I picked this up and raced through the first 8 to 9 pages last night, so I'm looking forward to continuing on with this one, and also looking forward to delving into some of the other books that I wouldn't maybe have neglected. One of the books that I do have on my list is Detransition Baby, I think it's called. I can't remember who it's by, but that is actually Lauren's Patreon book club pick for this month. So she's not necessarily read that one yet, as far as I'm aware. If you're not aware, Lauren does have a Patreon. It has different tiers, and I think the $5 above tier gives you access to her book club, which I am part of. We basically pick a book all together. Lauren gives us 2 options. We pick from it, and then at the end of each month we discuss that book. And it's been really lovely. Like some of the books that have been on the book club list are some things that I wouldn't necessarily have picked up. So I will leave all links down below to Lauren's Patreon and her channel, and I will update you all in a little while and let you know how I'm getting on. So see you soon. Bye.
Baby, what are you doing? Baby, what are you meant to be doing?
Reading.
Why are you not reading?
Checking my eyes for carry my books around. Little charity shop haul from this morning. All of these, £8. Bargain. I'll show everybody what you got when we went on our adventure. What did you get? Are we gonna do it? Are you ready? Ready? Mind your fingers. You're not gonna let me do it, are you? Okay. Alright, that's what you do. You're not gonna let me do it? No. Sit down, Rosie. Sit nice. No. No. None of the children are listening to me today. You're not listening. And you're not listening. Yeah. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Sanitizer. I am just coming at you this morning with better PJs and a baby lay on me. To give you a little bit of an update, you can't see it, but behind me is Grace Dent's Hungry. I've said in a previous clip that I was reading that for my first read of Read It Like Lauren. I finished it last night and absolutely loved it. Now, Grace Dent is well known for being a food critic on MasterChef and various other programmes. She's a columnist, I think, as well. And the book is told in sort of diary entries reverting back to her childhood. And it features food as well as her memoirs, so the things that she went through with her parents, the food that she ate as a child, the way that her palate changed when she moved to London, and she partook in fine dining, how she became part of the public eye, and it was really, really interesting, and it was it was by far the easiest 5 stars that I've given to a book this year. Her honesty, her writing, just the way she talks about her mum and dad. The book destroyed me, especially talking. And like, I don't want to say too much about it if you've not read it. Hi, baby. But her dad is in a care home, and the epilogue obviously talks about COVID times and her dad being in a care home. And I will say the last part of that book absolutely destroyed me. I can't stop thinking about it. I finished it last night. Yeah, I finished it last night. Hello, Arthur. And it absolutely destroyed me. And I do think that I'm going to revisit it as an audiobook, but I am so glad that I've read it first. I can't stop thinking about it. I literally can't stop thinking about it. I feel like I've got a book hangover. Which doesn't bode well when you're going to read more books. When you're going to read more books like your favourite booktuber. I can honestly see why Lauren loved this book. And I'm sorry, it's so loud. You don't have to be so loud. We know you're here. You're just very loud. Yeah, I absolutely love this book. I can see why Lauren loves it, and I am so glad that I picked this book up. And yeah, I just urge. What I will say is that I do think if you're not somebody who knows about being a child of the 80s, you may not get as much from this book, like the things that she was talking about, like mum doing the big shop and Finder's crispy pancakes and the things that her parents used to do to make the meals go further and things like that, are all things that I remember my mum doing when I was younger. And I don't think if you were maybe a younger reader that you would get as much out of that, like connect with her as much as sort of I did as a woman in my 30s. But I do still think it's an amazing read and it's very much worth giving it a go. So on to the next book. So I've got a few hours before work. I obviously need to sort this face out. I need to adult a bit today, but I'm gonna have half an hour, if Arthur will let me, starting the next book, which is over there and I can't reach it, so you'll just have to wait to the next clip for me to show you what book I'm starting next. So yeah, I'll see you with another update really soon. I really want to show you Rosie, but the house is just a tip because it needs good tidy up. But my husband's just gone to the shop and she is sat in the doorway waiting, just waiting for him to come back. Like, I hope that this isn't going to show how messy the house is if I do it really quick. I don't even know if you can see her. Let me just turn that around so you can see her. There she is, look. There she is. Just waiting. Patiently waiting for him to come home. How cute is she? Hey up! So it's actually a day later that I'm coming to you with a little bit of an update. I have just started reading Blue Monday by Nikki French. This was on Lauren's Goodreads list. I think she gave it 4 stars. It's part of the Frida Klein series, I think. And it follows a psychotherapist called Frida Klein, and one of her patients is having sort of vivid dreams about a little boy, and then a little boy goes missing that pretty much matches the description of the boy that this patient is describing. And that's as much as I know. I am literally 112 pages in. I did find, to start off with, that I was a bit like, oh, I don't know whether I'm sure about this. Like, I love a good thriller, and I don't know, I didn't feel the first couple of chapters that sort of pull, but all of a sudden it's taken a turn, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. So I'm hoping to continue on with this today. Schools are back, and we were supposed to be having a Mama and Arthur day, but as I took Esther in the car to school this morning, she took poorly in the car. Not COVID related. Esther's got a condition called cyclic vomiting syndrome, and halfway to school she decided that her body decided to have a flare up, which was eventful, and yeah, and so she's now in bed. So but usually she has a good sleep and then gets up and feels much better, but we have to obviously keep her at home or keep her off for the rest of the day to just make sure that she's not actually sick or anything, because they don't actually want that in school. So not quite sure what we're going to be doing later on today, but I thought while I was here, I have not done my card today, so I have been doing these. It's called Get Your Deck Out, and they are no bullshit oracle cards. Now, I'm not into tarot or anything like that. I'm a Christian, that's not what I believe. But these are positive affirmation cards, which are a nice gentle reminder in a no bullshit funky way. So I thought while we were here, I would pick a card and I would read it out to you and see what we get for today. So this will be an experience. I'm just going to try and turn you around. Right, now you're on my knee. So this is the deck. Look at the little cat on the front. And it's obviously by Katie Avey and Angela Sandland. Katie is amazing. In the cards, that's a card that I got yesterday. So let's have a... It's really hard to do this one-handed. What I normally do is I don't really shuffle. I just sort of run my hand across and then go, yeah, I want this one. So I want this little guy today. So this is today the Raven of Reflection. Let's see what it says. It says, oh, this one's deep. Your happiness right now depends solely on you. Don't put that power in someone else's hands. Claw back that energy you gave out so freely. Get back in the driving seat of your life, honey bun. Spend time working out who the fuck you are. And I couldn't need that more at the moment. That's amazing. So yeah, if you want to get your own cards, I will link the Etsy store down below. And I'm doing a really mishmash job of this. So yeah, so that's today's card, which is really weird because I've been having this like not to be too deep, that's not what this vlog is about, but I've been having this like sort of not knowing where I fit and not feeling very much like me, and so yeah, that's really apt that I would get that today. So yeah, continuing to read it like Lauren for the rest of the day, hopefully, and I'll update you very, very soon, all being well. I can't stop looking in the viewfinder because my bow is humongous. I'm living for it, obviously, because like I don't care, but it doesn't, look, it doesn't fit on unless if I tilt you. What a look. But I mean, I'll let you into a little secret. These bows literally mean don't have to wash my hair. Look, manky hair, nobody knows. See you in a while. Hi up and welcome to another update of this vlog. I am sucking, literally sucking at reading this week. I've been at work for 2 shifts, and although I've done a little bit of reading on my breaks at work, when I've got home I've been absolutely knackered. I'm averaging about 13,500 steps at work at the moment. And when I've got home, I've just been completely drained. It's like as soon as I've sat down, my body's gone, right, that's it now, we're done. And I've been in bed at 9:30. Like, stop! I've been in bed at 9:30 both nights. So I've not got a lot of reading done. I am currently... Stop shouting! Trying to vlog when you've got kids. I'm currently 234 pages into Blue Monday by Nikki French. I am really, really enjoying this so far. It took a little bit of time to get into, but I am really enjoying it. I'm hoping to get, I might be a bit optimistic, but I'm hoping to get it finished today. I do have another shift at work tomorrow, which is Saturday, and then it's Lauren's book club on Sunday evening, and I've not even started the book for the book club yet. So I really, really want to get this book read so that I can then go on to her book club. But so I can join in the Patreon discussion on Sunday night. So I'm really hoping to get that done, and just have a lovely reading time. I'm really, like, I've been a bit slow with reading, not really picking my books up. I had such a strong start to the year reading wise, and then this week I've just been really slow at picking it up and not really felt the pull. But we've had so much on, and then obviously with work and everything else, so it's just been a bit of a week, but I'm starting to feel that excitement to read again. So I've done some exciting shopping this week, and I've actually bought myself a reading chair for my other room, so I can actually sit with my books and have a space to go and have half an hour reading to myself, because sometimes obviously in a family home it's not very easy to get that space to do that. So yeah, so that's all good. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is that I've done a little clip about these cards, these Get Your Deck Out cards that are done by Katie Aby and Angela Sandland. They've teamed up and they are your no bullshit oracle cards. And today's card I wanted to share with you because it just goes with what I've just been saying. I felt really like, I'm so sorry, Arthur's excited. I've really felt like that I've lacked just having time and being restful and listening to my body and slowing down a little bit. I feel like everything's just been a bit full on, and my mental health has taken a battering from that as well. And I got this card today, and it is the Somewhat Intense Squirrel of Self-Care. It says, recharge your batteries, you piece of shit. Can you see that? And on the back it says, self-care is super important in case you didn't know. Life will feel as intense as this squirrel if you don't do it. No half-assed attempts either. Give it your all. So if that's not telling me that it's now time to give myself some self-care and just recharge my batteries, and don't know what it is. This morning I shuffled these cards and this one flung out because I'm rubbish at shuffling. How people do that, like, in a dignified way, I'll never know, because my cards end up everywhere. And this flung out and I picked this up and I was like, you know what, you're right, it's time. So I am planning on taking the dog to the groomers, because at the moment her fringe is so long she cannot see. I'll take the dog to the groomers, and while she's there I'm not going to come home. I'm going to have 2 hours to go and read, because she takes about 2 hours. She's a bit of a naughty pupper. So I am going to either sit in my car, which is not very exciting, or I am going to take myself off somewhere and go and read for a couple of hours before picking her up and coming home. That is my plan. So I will update you in a little while, and we'll see how that goes. And hopefully I'll have got more reading done, because I'm going to get some WD-40 for the child as well. Stop squeaking! Have kids. It's fun. I'll see you in a little while. Bye. Happy Monday! So I have a lot to update you on in regards to reading wise at the weekend. So just ignore Arthur, please. Why is it when you've not been chatting away and now all of a sudden you're chatting away? Like, yeah, I know. So basically, it took me 4 days to read Blue Monday by Nikki French. I had a little bit of a panic because by Friday evening I'd still not finished it, and I'd got 40 pages left. And I thought, oh, it's all right, I'll be able to read it in my dinner hour tomorrow at work. And then I didn't pick it up, and that's exactly how I felt about the situation, Arthur. So I had a panic, but as luck as I had it, I managed to get this finished on Saturday night, and I had a couple of hours to spare before I needed to go to bed. I'd been up since 5 a.m. I had a nana nap to help me function, because I'm old and just like I needed sleep. So yeah, so I gave this 4 stars in the end. It follows she's a psychotherapist. Her name's Frida Klein, and basically I think I've said before that she for one reason or another she ends up with a client who tells her that he's had a dream of abducting a child. He describes the child in detail, and lo and behold, in the press the next day, a child matching that description has gone missing, and it follows the abduction, and also weaving previous abductions that have happened. And yeah, I had a really good time with this. I think it's one of those that, if I'm being honest, that you need to binge it, and I don't think I read it quick enough, and I think that's why in the beginning I was struggling to get into it. I was just trying to read it around work, and I think if I'd have dedicated time and just got my head out my phone and stopped pissing about, I would have got through it a lot quicker, because once it got going, it really did get going. It's not the most page-turny thriller that I've ever read. Obviously this is book 1 in a series, and I do think you can tell that it's book 1 because you're just starting to get some background to Frida. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how this series goes. I did like, there were no surprises or shocks or twists or turns in it for me. I mean, for some people who don't read a lot of thrillers, I'm not saying that I was like really intelligent that I got it. I had the feeling that this is what was going to happen from the off. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So it was 4 stars. It was really good, and I will be continuing with the series. The next book, oh my days. The reason why I didn't film yesterday was, firstly, let me tell you, this is Detransition Baby by Tory Peters. This book has had a lot of controversy because there is actually a petition to get this author off the women's long list, because the author is trans, and people are saying that she basically shouldn't be on the long list because she is a trans author. It's a load of bollocks. But I needed to read this for Patreon book club last night, and I got it done. I got it done in less than a day. I started it on Saturday night. I read 2 chapters. The chapters are quite lengthy. They average about 30 to 40 pages. I started it last night, Saturday night. I managed to get 2 chapters done before bed, and then I checked yesterday morning. I was like, right, okay, so the live show is at 7 o'clock tonight with Lauren. I need to crack on, and I managed to do it, and I managed to go out and do the adult stuff that I needed to do. So I'm so proud of myself. And honestly, the discussion for this book is one of the best Patreon book club evenings that I've had. The comments, the opinions, oh, it was just amazing. It was so good. If you don't know, this book follows 3 characters. It follows Reese, Ames and Katrina. So Reese is a trans woman that was in a relationship with Amy when Amy was a trans woman, who has now detransitioned to Ames. So she's gone back to identifying as male and stopped her treatment, and she gets Katrina, her boss, pregnant. He gets Katrina, so he gets Katrina, his boss, pregnant. And he didn't think that, obviously, because he's transitioned before and started treatment into becoming a woman, he didn't realise that he would still be fertile. He thought that he was infertile, and obviously he wasn't. And basically, he goes to Reese and says, I need help. I don't know whether I can be a dad. I need help with this. Can you help us? And it is the story of the three of those. I will say it does flip back and forth, so you learn about some of Reese's past, you learn about Ames and some of the reasons why he chose to detransition, but you don't hear about Katrina's past, which I felt was a little bit like, I just wanted to know more. And it was really odd that all of us sort of agreed that the characters weren't really likeable, but the book was like, even though you didn't like the characters and some of the things that the characters did, you questioned as if, would you do that? Is that realistic? Would that really happen? But even though it was like that, you still rooted for them to be all right. It was so bizarre. It was brilliant. I gave it 4 stars. I debated 4.5 stars, and there was just a few things in there that did make me feel uncomfortable in a way that I felt it wasn't needed, and that's why it's not a 5 star. But I think it's just a brilliant book. It's an amazing book to give good discussion and open your eyes and educate you. I had to Google a lot of things in this book that there was a lot of abbreviations that I didn't know what that meant. So basically this book really made me realise how privileged I am to be born as female, to identify as female, and to not face the hardship of transitioning and having, like, although there is sexism and there's things that happen towards females, fighting for trans rights and fighting for your right to identify as a female is something that I will never experience. And it was really eye-opening, really interesting, and the discussion in Lauren's Patreon book club was just immense, and I'm so thankful to be part of those beautiful babes. They're amazing. And so that leaves me where I don't really know what to do, because I managed to read 3 books for this Read It Like Lauren vlog, and I am debating adding another book into the mix. And I'm going to have a little bit of a think about it and see whether I can, because basically I picked a book up yesterday that I really want to read, and I can make it fit into this vlog. Artistic license, but I can make it fit, and I'm really tempted to do it. And I've got tomorrow at work, and then I've got 2 more days off, and I don't know whether to just extend this vlog just a wee little bit. We shall see. So I will update you all in a little while. But yeah, 2 brilliant books. So the 3 books that I've read for this vlog, I have loved. I've really, really enjoyed. So it's such a success so far. I'm really happy. Oh, it's so good. Eek. Mwah. Please excuse the hair. But I just thought, while I'm waiting for Arthur's bottle to cool down, I thought we could, turn around, we could pick a card. I've not done my card for today, so let's have a look. This is what I got yesterday. This is really hard to do one-handed, so I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to go here. Aboo, yeah. Oh, I didn't do that very well. Right, we're going for this one. What did we get? Oh, I think we've had this one. Right, we're going to go again because we've had that one before. So, here. Ooh, the iguana of isolation, alone but not lonely. So this one says, self-imposed isolation or forced isolation, it doesn't really matter, you are in it either way. Embrace the hermit. Find your introvert, face what you have been avoiding. Deep-seated self-hatred or the ironing, it's all good, just do the work. So that's today's card, the iguana of isolation. Let's just have a look at this one. What's the matter? What's that face for? You're going to scare everybody away. This is the, Mama, I'm really hungry and you're faffing about with those cards and I'm starving. Also, I really want to show you the funny thing that is Rosie. So I took Rosie to the groomers on Friday and I asked them to cut her a little bit shorter. Didn't I? I asked them to cut her a little bit shorter. Rosie! And cut her short they did. Look at her! Look at her! She looks like a little rat. Hi! They cut her very short. But she does feel lovely. Hi. Boop, you snoot. So, I was trying to fit a book in to read in this vlog, but on reflection, because this is a Read Like Lauren vlog, I'm going to extend it for a couple of days and I am going to fit in Small Pleasures by Claire Chambers. This is one that I've wanted to read for ages, since seeing it on Between the Covers on BBC Two. Can I just say, they've put this bloody thing on the cover and it's not even a sticker, it's actually on, like, in the cover. Bloody annoying that, because that cover's beautiful and then you've got that stupid sticker on it. Yeah, anyway, so Lauren's read this recently, and this is for this is on the Women's Prize long list, I think. Lauren's a massive advocate for the Women's Prize. She's all about the girl power. And yeah, so I thought I will try and fit this novel in as well. I really don't know much about this book, except for I think it's somebody who phones or gets in contact with the media and says that she's had a virgin birth. And that's all I know. And so we'll see what I think to this. Yeah, I just thought I'd carry it on. Honestly, this child, every time I pick the camera up, he's like, I, turn the camera off, silent, pick the camera up, I. It's just one of those days. It really is. But yeah, I'll check in with you when I've read a little bit of this book. See you soon. Hello, hello. It is, I don't even know what day we're on now. And I have just popped on to give you, I've just got to show you Arthur. Okay. It's very busy with my camera case. Yep. Alright. Oh, don't want to be on camera. Yeah, so I've just popped on with a little reading update. I have just finished Small Pleasures by Claire Chambers. This is one of the books, as I've said before, was part of the Women's Prize long list. And yeah, I've just finished it. I'm so debating my rating on it. So I'm debating whether I'm between 3 and 4 stars for it. And the reason being is because I really enjoyed it. I was really surprised to see it on the long list. Actually, after reading it, I was really surprised that, I don't know, I always think that when you're reading sort of like prize books, that they're really, when you're reading prize books, they're really literary, and sometimes I think they'll go over my head and I won't really understand them. And this was really easy to read. Essentially, it follows a woman who has written to a newspaper and has claimed that she has had a child through a virgin birth. And I just don't know. So there's like more to it than that. It reads very contemporary like. I don't know whether it would be classed as contemporary. It's very easy read. Obviously it follows their journey with the person who's writing the story, Jean, and the woman, the daughter, and her husband, who claims about this virgin birth. And I really enjoyed it. It was really easy to read. Like, I was interested in the plot. It gave me Dear Mrs. Bird vibes, even though it's like the subject matter is not the same or anything, but it read to me very much like Dear Mrs. Bird, and I was really enjoying it. And then something happened in it which made me sort of roll my eyes a lot, and I was like, please don't go down this route. I don't want it to go down this route because it just seems like it's unnecessary. And it did go down that route, and then the ending was just like, what is that ending? Why? You didn't need to do that. And I don't know. I didn't not enjoy it, but I really did dislike the ending, and I didn't like one of the themes that were being followed throughout the book. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like, is it a 3-star read because I didn't like them? Is it a 4-star read because I did find it easy to read and I enjoyed it, even though there were parts of it that I didn't really like? Is it a 3.5-star read? I don't know. And that ending is just, oh man, like I was warned about the ending. Lauren from Lauren and the Books, who obviously I'm reading like, she did a video reacting to the shortlist last night, the Women's Prize shortlist. Small Pleasures didn't make it to the shortlist, and I am not surprised after reading it that it didn't. But she said, oh, just wait, like, if you're anything like me, you'll be really frustrated at the ending. And like, she was right. Yeah, so I feel a bit flat. Hello. Hi, how did you feel about the Women's Prize? Oh, okay. Do you think I should carry on reading the Women's Prize? What do you think of the shortlist? Would you have put Small Pleasures on the shortlist? Oh, well, okay. I'm just going to try and set him up. There we go. Yeah, so in a little extension to this video, we are now we are at 2 weeks of me filming this vlog. My poor husband editing this is gonna love this. I'm gonna read one more book, and it has just been delivered. The postman has just brought it for me, and I'm gonna read Piranesi, I think. by Susanna Clarke, because this is on the shortlist. I would really like to read the Women's Prize shortlist before July. That is my goal. And when Lauren did her reaction to the shortlist last night, she was saying that this book is possibly, look at the massive hand sanitizer in the background there, staying safe guys, staying safe. Yeah, Lauren was saying that this was a favourite book that she's read on the list, and also possibly one of her most favourite books of all time. She said that she could literally reread it again now. That makes me want to read it. So it's come really quickly. I was really surprised how quickly it's arrived. So today, that's what I'm going to do. I'm feeling really under the weather, non-COVID related. I just feel very tired, bit sniffly, and don't really want to go out again today. So me and Arthur are going to have a lazy day, and hopefully when he naps later, I'm going to get some of Piranesi read. I've got 2 days at work after today, so if I could get a lot of it read today, that would be like chef's kiss. So I'll update you in a little while. Bye bye. How's your day going, Arthur? Yeah? Are you having a good time? Yeah? Yay! What you got planned for today? Bit of tap tapping. What about some Hey Dougie? No, he's not on yet. Oh. No, he's not on yet. We haven't put him on yet. Hey Dougie? Yeah. He's not on yet. Hello, hello. I think that this is going to be me ending the vlog. I've had an amazing time this week and a bit reading like Lauren. I'm just going to tell you about the book that I am currently reading to finish off this this vlog, and it is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. And genuinely, I don't know what is going on in this book at all, but I am absolutely loving it. So, and genuinely, if this wasn't for it being on Lauren's like favourites, I wouldn't have picked this book up. So I was really, really intimidated by it until she said like not to be. So yeah, I've loved it. I've loved doing this little this vlog. I've loved reading like Lauren, and yeah, I find Lauren such an amazing creator, and like I don't need to tell you all to go and check her out because I'm sure that you are subscribed, but I will link all her details down below. And I'm just so thankful to YouTube for helping me find creators like this and helping me feel part of a community. And so yeah, I've really, really enjoyed it, and I hope that the footage has intrigued you to maybe pick up some books that you wouldn't normally pick up, or just if you don't subscribe to Lauren, then please go along and do so. And yeah, I will see you with another video very, very soon, and hopefully it won't take me as long to do as this one. And oh, I can't wait for today to sort out this monstrosity. It's the first time in a long time that I have actually booked myself in to have some real pampering and sort out the mess that is my hair. So thank you very much for watching. All links as usual will be down below, and I will see you with another video very, very soon. Take care, God bless, stay safe, bye.